Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, episode number 97, for Wednesday, December the 3rd, 2008. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review movies 7 days a week. My name is Leland Bruggenart and thank you very much for joining me. I wanted to mention that I'm going to be reviewing a documentary called Dear Zachary in a week or so. It's going to be airing on MSNBC December 7th at 9 p.m. I know absolutely nothing about this documentary. I heard it mentioned on a podcast. They were raving about it. They say it's a tearjerker and it's powerful. So I don't want to know anything about it. I'm just going to go into it blind, which is absolutely my favorite way to watch a film. It's called Dear Zachary, December 7th, 9 p.m., MSNBC. And also the film I will be reviewing today actually aired on MTV Sunday night. The documentary, I don't know how many people saw this or how many people will seek it out, but I think it's definitely worth talking about. And the documentary is Britney for the Record. This is a documentary about Britney Spears. She let a documentary crew follow her during the recording of her album and during a tour, I believe, or getting ready for a big show. Madonna's in this documentary when Britney did a appearance on one of her concerts or something like that. I'm afraid that a lot of people won't give this documentary a shot because it's about Britney Spears, but I think people who like documentaries and who like good movies, I think should definitely check this out because I think it's pretty great. I think one of the reasons I love this documentary so much is because when I think of like my earliest memories of pop culture, I think of TRL, Carson Daly, when Britney was huge and Backstreet Boys, Korn, Limp Bizkit, those days of TRL. I had two older sisters, and so I was watching MTV from a pretty early age. And though that kind of what I consider to be the golden age of TRL really has a special place in my heart. It's my childhood, you know. So to see a documentary about one of those people from this golden age of MTV for me, and to see her, you know, fuck up so much and to have this kind of shitty plan. It is fascinating to see her talk about this and the way she dealt with it. I think this documentary is incredibly well made. It's really well directed. I think it's funny that MTV is still trying to pretend like The Hills is a real reality show because we've seen The Real World, we've seen Made, we've seen real documentary series, and they do not look like The Hills. That's a side tangent though. But this is a pretty great documentary. As I was watching JCVD, I was actually thinking of Britney for the Record quite a bit, which is a bizarre connection, but they're very similar, actually. They're these two really broken, sad celebrities who had all this fame and had all this, everything at their feet, and they messed up, and they didn't do things very well. There's a scene in JCVD toward the end I talked about the kind of monologue he gives, and there's these kind of confessional moments in the documentary, which are pretty profound. So often we think of celebrities as it's more of an idea than people, as an idea rather than a person, and I think this documentary really gives a human face to the crazy woman who shaved her head. I do, however, think they gloss over some of these problems she has. I think, and I don't know if it's the documentary or if that's how I think that's kind of how Britney perceives a lot of it. The shaving of her head, she's like, well, you know, a lot of people shave their heads, and that's true, a lot of people do shave their heads, but they don't do it the way she did, and other people don't have paparazzi following them all the time, and it's a little different. But I think that has more to do with how she is, and I think she's trying to kind of move past that as fast as she can. It was fascinating, really well done. I definitely think that if you're a fan of documentary, great film, check this out because I think it's definitely worthwhile. And I know that a lot of people who might enjoy it probably won't check it out because it is a documentary about Britney Spears, but it's a documentary about being famous and about stuff like that. I'm afraid a lot of people are going to jump on it for being kind of a pity party, which it definitely is not. I think the Jamie Kennedy documentary, Heckler, is much more of that. I give Britney for the Record a 4 out of 5. I really hope this movie comes out on DVD sometime because I really enjoyed it, and I think some people, I don't think enough people are going to check this out because it was really well done. If you guys are liking my reviews, make sure and subscribe. If you have any recommendations on any films you'd like to see me review, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.